Hey guys, I'm Rich from NeoWin. Today we're unboxing the Moto X4. Now, Lenovo, who owns Motorola, announced this phone about a month ago, and it's sort of like a lower powered version of the Moto Z2 Force, which I actually have a couple of these things at this point, and so it's a bit lower powered. You don't get the shatterproof screen. This thing has an octa-core Snapdragon 630 processor, clocked at 2.2 gigahertz. ARM Cortex A53, and rather than the Snapdragon 835 that's in the Z2 Force, but you do get the dual camera and a lot of the cool camera features that Lenovo used in the Z2 Force, like selective focus and selective black and white. So there's some cool stuff in here, and you also get Amazon Alexa, which is not in their flagship phone. They also made a they made an Android One version that's compatible with Project Fi. This is not it. This is the regular Moto X4. I almost called it the Google Play Edition because that's what these things used to be called. All right, so let's just get this open here. If we just slide the top of the box off, it's coming slowly. Maybe we could push it along here. All right, here we have it, the Moto X4. All right, so I love the design. Oh yeah, you also don't get the compatibility with mods that you get with the Moto Z2 Force, right? So you notice, like with the Z2 Force, you have this flat back, and when I reviewed it, I said it almost feels like it's half a phone. Like it's supposed to have something else on the back here to clip on as a mod, and this feels a lot more complete to me. Feels a lot more comfortable to hold. It's very Samsung-ish. It's got the metal frame, the metallic glass back, or if that's glass, I really don't even know. But yeah, the dual camera there. So one of those cameras is 20 megapixels, one is 8 megapixels, and then the front camera is 16 megapixels. And they have like filters, filters that you can use, and it's kind of like those Snapchat filters where you could. People like to do them, I guess. All right, so we can just boot this up here. All right, and let's just see what else is in the box. By the way, we can see that it does charge through USB Type-C. And there we have a USB Type-A to Type-C connector. Manufacturers, and obviously the USB Type-A adapter. And manufacturers are still using these. I don't know why they don't just do a complete Type-C with a Type-C adapter. Also in the box, we have some README instructions. We're not going to read any of that because what would be the fun there. And then there's also a SIM pin that comes in the box. All right, and that's the box. Okay, so this thing is just restoring from a backup. We have a 5.2-inch 1080p IPS LCD. I think the resolution is perfect as long as you're not going to use it for like virtual reality. 1080p really is just fine for a phone. I think 1440p is too taxing on the GPU, and you don't really see any benefits. And the battery too. So this is the Moto X4 is the first Moto X that we've seen in a little while. And we're just going to agree to all this without reading it. It's the first Moto X that we've seen in a while. Moto X has a long history, if you're familiar with it, and it was a much beloved brand before it was kind of replaced by Moto Z at some point. And it was first, Google bought Motorola, and they made the original Moto X, which was kind of a mid-range. It had mid-range specs, but it was marketed as a flagship, right? And it had these cool features. One was Moto, and you can see we have the Moto app still. Moto is still there. So it had these cool features where you could say, okay, Moto X, good night. And it would just put the phone on Do Not Disturb until you woke up in the morning and said, okay, Moto X, good morning. And it had all these cool voice assistant features. But times have changed. And I'm getting back to where this phone has Alexa on it because, see, we have Amazon Alexa. And I'm getting back to that because now we have two voice assistants. We have Google Assistant and we have Amazon Alexa. So I'm not sure how those two things are going to work together, if they're going to work together well at all. And then you have Moto, which Moto is kind of a shell of what it once was, which is kind of sad because Moto was really great back in its day, in like the Moto X and the Moto X2, because Now it's just kind of a show me feature where you say, like, show me my Facebook. Because obviously you already have two fully featured voice assistants on there. There's no need for a third. But Moto does have some other features. If we go back in here, we can say start and securely at Moto key, Moto actions. There's gestures, right? Moto display, discrete notifications, and then of course Moto voice. And say yes, I'm in. Allow. All right, so there's a bunch of settings here. If we go to Moto display, right, there's night display and Moto actions. There's a bunch of gestures that you can find here. Some of them are still really useful. I've always appreciated Motorola's approach to smartphones, whether it was from Google and then it was from Lenovo, and it's still really great stuff. So I'm really excited to review this phone. I absolutely loved the Z2 Force when I reviewed it. So yeah, we'll have more on this stuff over the next few weeks. I really don't know if this is Amazon's app or if it's Lenovo's own app. Introducing a new way to be together in the Alexa app here. And then it was I'm Rich Woods. And give permission. And so now you can say, Alexa, send a message, stuff like that. All right. I don't know if this stuff is going to work while the phone is asleep. We could try it right now. Alexa. No, I guess not. Or at least not for now. Because I can also say, okay, Google, and it'll work. So, all right, we're going to leave it at that for now. I don't want to get too deep into this because I don't know how deep that rabbit hole goes. All right, there's more from Google Assistant, which should already be set up. But yeah, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole because we got the phone unboxed. We took a quick look at it, and we'll cover the rest of it in the review. Anyway, guys, I'm Rich from NeoWin. Have a great night.